it is going... No, there we go. The right overlay coming up. There we go. As our orange Terran player spawning in the bottom left hand corner of the map Overgrowth, we have Taro. His opponent, the pink Zerg player spawning in the top right hand corner of the same map, we have Zythus from NoMercy. Now a Terran versus Zerg. Let's see where this game is going. This is a best of 7 clamor for the all kill ladder of the ESL. So definitely quite a few points are on the line. Currently SForge is ranked number 3, I believe. So if they win this, they might just be able to get to spot number 2. But let's see if they win this one, and let's see if that actually happens in the end. I'm not quite sure where NoMercy is located. Maybe I can look that up in the break, because, well, ESL website not the most friendly user. But let's see. Now, it looks like a very standard opening from both these players. A Reaper expand is going to come through from Taro. He's getting that refinery while his barracks is in construction, so he can start that gas mining and have his 50 gas when his refinery is done. And a very standard build also from Zythus. He's getting that hatchery on the low ground. Only an 11-11 Rex is really going to mess with that, or an 8-8-8 build. But an 8-8-8 build is not very popular on a map like this. So he's going to follow this up with a spawning pool to get those queens out eventually. If you don't have that spawning pool and you cannot get your queens, or the Reaper that is on its way is going to wreck your day 3 times over. So let's see if he can get some damage done. Once again, this is game number 1. So nothing on the line with this first game. Both teams, of course, have 4 players to send out in a best of 7. So let's see, the first Reaper is about to pop. Another SCV going to be sent to get another supply depot, or maybe even a command center already. Yeah, he's just going for the command center very early on. But now the Reaper is done. The Overlord, of course, scouting everything, and let's see what this Reaper can get done. A second Reaper is going to follow this up immediately. So he wants to be a little bit harassment oriented with this Reaper. And well, Taro, I don't know if any of you know Taro, but what I have been told is that his micro is amazing. That's what he is known for. So let's see if he can pull that off. Already 4 Zerglings are on the map to make sure that the Reaper does not get a full time to get some harassment done on those drones already. 2 queens are about to pop as well, and when they pop out, it's going to be harder and harder for that Reaper to really get anything done. But he is going to be very ballsy with that one Reaper. It's getting very low on health at this point. He has to be careful not to lose it. But a second Reaper is now joining the first one. And he is, oh wow, that queen is stepping away from creep quite far at this point. He can start attacking that. That's quite an overcommitment. I know that 2 Reapers will not kill a queen straight up, but they will eventually if the Reapers come back for round number 2, and that damage that has been done to the queen is going to be permanent. So with a follow-up push with the Hellions that are going to come through, this can get very dicey very early on. The barracks and factory will get swapped right now. And there we go, the command center going to come down. But look at that, Roach is on the way from Zythus. He is not messing around. He's not really looking to get any more drones done. And with this opening that Taro did, especially with 3 CCs, he's going to be vulnerable in the early game. There's not going to be a whole lot of defenses back at home. But look at the amount of Roaches already out. I did not see the Roach Warren on the production tab, but the Roaches are out. Those Reapers have to get out of there as quickly as they can, because those Reapers stand no chance against those Roaches, and they are not the quickest units at this point. But slowly but surely they will reach the base. There's no wall off just yet. 2 bunkers are going to come down, but the build time in a situation like this, it is just so incredibly long. But the first Marauder is already out. 2 Widow Mines are on the production tab, and triple SCV production is going to continue right now. 1 Marauder in the bunker, that is going to cause quite a bit of damage. Double Widow Mines, they do get a nice shot off. And this push has already been weakened by Taro quite heavily, but that second bunker did not come up. 2 Marauders will be in that bunker very soon. He's denying the mining at that natural base. But those roaches were a very big investment from Zythus. On the back of this, he is getting his third hatchery on the other side of the map, and he is droning up, getting his Zergling speed now too, but that is going to be very late. And with those two Marauders already out, a third one joining this party now too. Oh, that's so incredibly cute. Getting that SCV to repair the supply depot. One SCV did spawn at the wrong moment, but it looks like Zara has had enough. He is walking forward. He is going to take out all of these roaches. It looks like those Marauders are just so incredibly tanky against these units. And Widow Mines at the front definitely making sure that no more aggression is going to be possible. Even one of the Reapers did survive. How much did he really lose there? He lost 5 SCVs, so some damage was done, but not a whole lot. Looking at the worker stab, especially with that 3cc build that Zaro was going for, he is held on pretty nicely right now. And, well, Zythus has to be careful about a follow-up push that might be coming his way. But at least he does not have to worry about Hellions anytime soon, because the factory was occupied in building those Widow Mines right now. So a little bit of a stalemate right now. Both players just working on their economies as quickly as possible to get us as strong as possible. But the army of Zaro is already looking pretty good. He's getting his stim. His 1-1 is already started from those engineering base. And what do we see in the base of Zythus? He's mining gas off of 4 gas geysers at the moment. The lair is about to be done, and the Baneling Nest is going to come through. This might be a build for very early Mutalisks, but let's see if he really wants to go for something like that. If he wants to come back into this game with that many Widow Mines out, that can be very painful. And a few of those Zerglings do bait the attack. Well, they do trigger those Zerglings from being detonated on by those Widow Mines, making sure that the friendly fire kills the SCVs from the supply depots. But they do remain alive, of course. That SCV can finish off the other ones, but that's a dangerous job with how little life he still has in him. But let's see. Zergling style is definitely the choice for Zythus. He's not going to stay with roaches for now. He's going into the double upgrades for his Zerglings and his Banelings, and the Spire is going to come through. It is being built at his natural base, so he's just setting up for the mid game. Worker count 63 against 49. That's a pretty decent drone count for sure, and he's getting a lot of gas income at this moment. He's mining off of those 6 gas geysers. But still, the push from Zaro, when he hits Stim, he will have that +1/+1. And the medevacs are out in no time now too. Now let's have a look right now. I'm sorry, I was a little bit distracted by someone messaging me on my Facebook. I of course turn it off on my computer, but my phones just keep on ringing. But let's have a look. The Spire is about to be done. There is not a whole lot of gas at this point to work with, but the gas income is looking pretty healthy. He can get like 7 Mutalisks at the same time if he does not spend gas on anything else. The +2/+2 for Zythus is going to come through, and he is getting that burrow upgrade. Very interesting to see that. And also 8 Banelings on the production tab. The first drop is going to commence. I don't think that this has been spotted at all. One Queen is a little bit out of position. Are there any more units here? Yes, there are the Zerglings and the Banelings right there. 4 Mutalisks on the production tab at this point. That's actually quite a few Marauders still. He put them all in those medevacs. The Marauders against the Zerglings not really going to do too much. They are going to tank quite a few Baneling hits to get rid of. But splitting Marines is just so much easier, and the Marines will be there for the extra support. And with those Mutalisks now being out, dropping is going to be a little bit more dangerous for Zaro. But the Zerglings are going to go on the offense. He does not want to lose track of them, so he might be able to intercept them at a later stage. But he is unloading them at the middle of the map. Oh, that's not really the fight you want to have happen. Losing one of the Mutalisks for free, that's a very costly loss. Sorry about the camera movement. My mouse is not working optimally today. But let's have a look. +2/+2 is actually nearing completion for Zythus already. The +2 being started for Zaro very late, and not even the +2 armor right now. He's falling behind in upgrades quite significantly, but he has his third base up and running. He is evening out the worker supply, and of course he has the benefit from those mules, so he is still doing very good on the mineral income. But Zergling, Bailing, and those Mutalisk are going to make his life a little bit harder. One missile turret inside the main is going to be enough against this amount of Mutalisk, but he has to make sure that there are going to be reinforcements streaming through. He does not want to lose those engineering base for free. But while this is all going on, this is a big distraction. He is going to lose a lot of workers towards that third base. Those Bailings not even detonating. That's a lot of Zerglings that are currently out on the map. He is going to need some very juicy Widowmine shots if he really wants to deal with that. But the Zerglings are on top of this Bioforce, and there we go. We do see some decent detonation coming down, but Xaro is plummeting in supply. The Zerglings are at his natural base. The third base has been completely ransacked right now, and he is falling behind his supply. Oh, there was one lowered supply depot. The Zerglings can make it in, and the Bailings not even getting the detonation on the workers. There's still one left. A decent, great detonation there actually. The Zerglings are managing to finish up a lot of those workers, and he lost so many workers. 40 workers went down in total. Was there a drop going down here? I don't even believe so. He was just pulling back his workers. I might have missed that. I'm sorry for that. But triple command center has to replenish this count, but it's not looking good for Xaro at all. That attack was amazing. His third base was completely open, and now the Mutalisk are going to keep him at home. The Mutalisk numbers have grown significantly, and the +3 attack for his Zerglings is already going to be on the way. The Marines have to be split every which way just to make sure that he's not going to lose that third base once again. He has to completely reestablish that. His wall-off has to be set back up, and I don't think that he's really going to have the time for that. There is a drop towards the left-hand side, but there are just so many Bailings and so many Zerglings here. Supplies are not looking good for Xaro at all. Zythus being 60 supply ahead, and very nice that he is good at micro and splitting those Marines, but against that many Bailings it does not even matter. And if he lifts up, of course, the Mutalisk are going to take out that medevac so incredibly quickly. So let's see. Xaro really needs to turtle up for quite some time if he wants to have a chance, but that means he will let his opponent macro up quite heavily behind us. He's currently on 73 workers at himself, and another medevac dropped towards the main, but it was spotted by that one overlord that is chilling towards the right hand side. And he is going to use it as a distraction because he is stepping forward. The creep spread not being used on the left hand side really. There is a little bit of creep, but not too much. But this army of Zythus is just looking so incredibly scary at this point. The Ultralisk then is even going to come through the +2 level. The +2 attack for his Mutalisk is going to be added on. And those Marines just don't stand a chance. There's just too much Zerg for Xaro to really bite off right now. The drop is continuing towards the main base, but there are some Zerglings here to defend against that. There is the spot of that Ultralisk cavern. He sees that it's researching, and he might be able to get one of the Mutalisks. No, he does not even get one of the Mutalisks, and they will regenerate their health. 5 more Mutalisks on the production tab. The +3 Carab. The kindness plating is going to come through. I don't believe that he has the Carapace upgrade. No, he did not, but he started it right there as I said it. The work account for Xaro is increasing slowly but surely right now. He's back to 46 SCVs, but there is no wall off, no buildings to really use to get the Zerg player on the bed position. Oh, this can be a very juicy shot. No, brilliant splitting by Zythus, making sure that one Zergling was split off, and he really needed a juicy shot there. 20 Bailings on the production tab. That is going to be very painful. There were some Marauders being added on. They are added on into the mix in case those Ultralisks do show up. 2 bunkers even getting added, but that's a lot of Bailings. How on earth is he going to stop this? He is 70 supply behind right now, and another juicy Widowmine shot can go down, but it's just not enough. The Widowmine's doing the best they can, but the Zerg is swarming in. The Mutalisk will take out that command center, bringing Xaro back to 2 command centers. The wall does get lifted, and a nice Widowmine behind it, but it's not going to be enough. There is no army left for Xaro. He's at 39 army supply. There is a drop towards the left hand side, but that is only more units that he does not have back at home. The bunkers are falling. That's the last bunker, I do believe, and he has cleaned out the natural, and it looks like Zythus is going to take this game right now. The drones towards the 4th base of Zythus do get sent away, but the Marines do get taken out, and with only one command center inside his main base, there is going to be the GG. Zaro has lost game number 1, which means that NoMercy's Zythus brings the first point for NoMercy. Great game right there. And let's see who's going to be next for skill 4.